Alright, what is going on, guys? So, I have been waiting to get Archangel for an insanely large amount of time, and we ended up pulling him twice in the last crystal opening, one from a featured and then one from a basic, which is ridiculous, man. I've been waiting over 2 years, so I'm ready to rank this guy up. I haven't done a single fight with him yet. I took him to rank 3, didn't fight with him, and now we're going to take him all the way up to rank 5, so that's great. But the only problem is, I don't have a lot of mutant ice, so I have a fair bit, but not a lot. So we're going to have to open up a bunch of crystals. I opened up like pretty much all my crystals, but we didn't really pull any mutants until the end, so we'll just show that. But yeah, I can funnel all this ISO in, get into about level 50, and then like I said, yeah, I opened like 4-star crystals, ultimate crystals, a whole bunch of like 40 premiums, didn't get much, and then I get to these last 17 premiums. These are my shard ones. And boom, we pull a Cyclops. Never been so happy in my life to see a Cyclops from any crystal. So that's great. That'll be some mutant ISO to help, but it's definitely not enough to go from level 1 to level 65 when we take him to the next rank. And then we also got like 4-star Guillotine, which I mean is cool, but it's not the mutant we're looking for. But that Cyclops definitely going to help out. So jump back to the champions. And what we gotta find, Archangel, and the mutant 5-star roster is looking insane. I pretty much have every good mutant as a 5-star now, except for Sunspot. He's the only one that I'm really missing at this point, and I have like all of them at rank 5 too, which is pretty crazy, man. Like take a look, we got Namor, Omega, Havoc, Domino, Mr. Sinister, who's not really good, but we have him nonetheless. Colossus, all at rank 5, and now Archangel will be joining the ranks. So, just need that Sunspot to complete the mutant roster, man, and then we have like a whole class of every champ, every like god tier champ, which is crazy, man. It's crazy. Now I need one of them as a 6-star, which we should be getting Weapon X as a 6. Well, we not should. We are guaranteed getting Weapon X as a 6-star. So yeah. So we're going to take them up to 565 here. This is great because I can get rid of some T5 basics, as you saw in the overflow. Claim those bad boys. Have so many of those in the overflow these days, but just not enough T2A to keep up with it. So yeah, I really cannot wait for Act 6.4 to get some more T2A. Yeah, man, I'm excited. But this is a rank up. This rank up is for a couple of reasons. For one, I really like Archangel. I think he's totally worth rank 5. I'd do it in a heartbeat. I just did it in a heartbeat, no problem there. I think he's totally worth it. I think he's still an insane champion for what he can do. He's definitely not the best champion in the game or anything, but he definitely serves his purpose. When the opponent can be bled and poisoned, he has one of the best DPSs in the game. So that's great. Plus, for 6.4, he's actually going to help for a Legends run. So Archangel is insane for one of the most annoying nodes in the game, which is Life Cycle. Archangel is just so good for it. As long as the opponent can be bled and poisoned, I think he's the best answer to it in the game. So yeah, right now he's Sig 20 because that's all natural, but I don't have a whole bunch of mutant signature stones, so I'm only able to get him up to signature level 28, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. That's okay. So we're going to jump into Act 6, Chapter 1, Quest number 1. This is the same place we took Havoc, but now you can see Archangel. He is just the king of Life Cycle. Like I said, if they can be bled and poisoned, Archangel is, I think he's the best option for it. Void is also really, really good for it. I'd say like overall, but if they can be bled and poisoned, I'd say Archangel is definitely faster than Void is. But Void, there's not very many characters immune to his specialized debuffs. So overall, he covers a bit more. But yeah, Archangel for speed in the right circumstances for sure. So I remember in 6.4, in the final quest, the Grandmaster quest, I remember a path that had Life Cycle. I don't remember who's on it, but I just know like Arcane going to be good for it. So why he's so good for this node is basically how it works is you have to knock the opponent down a certain amount of times, and every time you do it, the next time you do it, there's a longer duration. And to kill the opponent, you need to have them you need to have this little shield down. So Archangel, you know, the best way to play him is to use heavy attacks. So each heavy attack knocks the opponent down, which makes this window larger. And then if you kill them, but the shield isn't down, they regenerate 10% of their health. And that's super annoying. But with Archangel, as long as you have one neurotoxin up and he's awakened, he heal blocks the opponent. So they'll never heal. Another very annoying aspect of this node is that they're immune to damage over time effects, but that doesn't count towards neurotoxin. So you can see those neurotoxins just putting in work, man, just absolutely putting in work. So yeah, he heal blocks them, and as long as you take down the shield, the neurotoxin is just gonna kill them right here. Watch, she's just gonna die. I don't even have to. You don't have to worry. It's just he's such a good answer to this node. It is really spectacular. So next up here we have Black Panther, and so this time I read through Black Panther's nodes, or not his nodes, his abilities. I was looking for where it said how he goes unstoppable. Like I don't see it. So it ends up being in the signature ability, but it's only when he has an armor active, I believe. That's what I read. Black Panther's armor passively has a 47% chance to absorb heavy attacks, going unstoppable for 0.75 seconds, consuming 1 armor up effect. So like, oh, okay. So don't use a heavy attack when he has an armor up, and he shouldn't be able to go unstoppable, right? So I was like, all right, kind of know what I'm doing now. So at the start of the fight, when he has his reflective state or whatever, he can't gain armor ups. I know that. And it wears off here, but I only get 1 bleed, 1 poison. But there we go, we get some neuros. So at this point I don't want to parry because I think he'll reflect the stun. So I gotta be a little bit careful. Taking a couple blocked hits, bit out a heavy attack, and I go for a heavy, and he goes unstoppable. I'm like, ah, damn it. So there goes a bunch of my health from being a fool. And yeah, you'll see, you know, I lose a fair bit of health on this path due to that, and also to suicides. Archangel really doesn't need the suicide masteries. If I had the Nick Fury synergy with Deadpool, man, I wouldn't have to worry. I wouldn't have to worry about anything. But I don't have a Deadpool. Bless me with a 6-star Deadpool X-Force in my next basic, and I'll take it, man. I'll be ecstatic about it. I'll be happy with it, man. People call me crazy for saying that, but just one 6-star Deadpool X-Force I will take for 10k shards. I'll take it, man. That synergy. Well, until I'm done Act 6, because once I'm done Act 6, I don't really have a use for it anymore. So I'm gonna put a love juice into Archangel here, which I was trying to save these for the Legends runs because they're gonna convert, but I was having some connection issues, so recovered the game here on this Ronin fight. Not sure what was going on. So we jump in here. We're at healed up a little bit with the love juice. And I take a swing from his heavy attack. So that's a great way to start the fight. For synergies, I also brought the Heimdall and Loki synergy, so just give me a little bit of a regeneration if I trigger it, which is nice, you know. But if I just had that Nick Fury Deadpool synergy, man, it would purify the bleed at the start of every fight, give me 10% regen. It'd be so nice. But yeah, this Ronin is getting melted by these neuros. Look at that, we got 5 of them. They're taking for almost 5k damage per half second. That's almost, what is that? That's 9,300 damage every second, which is crazy. It's a crazy amount of damage. It's really great. So, yeah, real nice. And then we get to Nicholas Fury. So, can heal up a little bit. You know, Nick Fury can be pretty annoying. Definitely the hardest fight on this path. So heal up a little bit. Some of these little potions, and we're gonna jump in here. So Nick Fury, as we found throughout the Havoc testing, you have to kill him twice, and you have to follow the life cycle rules both times. So it makes Nick Fury extremely annoying here. But Archangel, it's not a problem for him, man. It's really not a problem for him. As long as with the neuro, he's heal blocked. Don't have to worry about him healing at all. Just the damage over time. Look at that. That's over 11k damage per second right now. It's taken for, that's over 13,000 damage per second right now. That is just an insane amount of damage, bro. Just look at those numbers in red with the neuro. I'm gonna go ahead and trigger my regen from Heimdall there. Hit a nice little intercept here. I'm trying to get an opening. I can't parry stun him at this point. That's annoying. But yeah, gonna get up some bleeds, baiting out his heavy attack, punching with a heavy, take a couple blocked hits here, get some poisons up. There we go. Get a neurotoxin up. Get off another heavy attack here. And I'm like, alright, once this knocks him down, we'll go for the L3. I kind of thought that this was just going to kill. But spoiler alert, it doesn't. You know, Archangel, his damage doesn't come from his specials or from his basic attacks. They come from the neuros. So he throws his L2 here. We're fine though. We just gotta knock him down one time, but my health is a little low, and I take a combo, but I got the Heimdall synergy, so I go unstoppable and unblockable. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just throw heavy. And yeah, he goes down. So I miscalculated the L3, but if I didn't do that, you know, I could have got him a little bit lower and then dropped the L3. Would have been fine. Then we move on to the final boss of Act 6, Chapter 1, Quest number 1. We got a Symbiote Supreme here. Healed up Archangel a little bit, and we're going to jump in here. Again, I'm having a little bit of connection issues, man, in these fights. I don't know what is going on. I don't know. Who knows, man? I don't know if it's me or the server. But, yeah, we're going to jump in here. We can parry. We can parry stun. We can bleed. We can poison. We're good, you know? As long as those 3 categories are a go, Archangel should be a pretty good option. So we got 3 bleeds up. Hit a little reparry. Archangel is actually really great for the reparry method, because once you have a couple of bleeds up, each bleed on the opponent gives a 25% chance when they hit on your block to give them a poison debuff. So, you know, with the reparry, if you take a blocked hit and then you parry, that's 2 blocked hits, so just more chances to apply poisons. More poisons equals more neurotoxins. So, yeah, reparry method working pretty nice. So right there, we didn't apply a neurotoxin. That was unfortunate. I'm just struggling to get a neurotoxin up. There we go. We get 3 of them with that one heavy. Looking pretty good. Saving my power. Was planning just to kill him with an L3. But with Archangel, you don't even need to do that, man. You don't even need to do that. Your neurotoxins will just kill them. All you have to do is knock them down. Right here, hit another reparry. Knock him down. I was getting ready to hit the L3 button, and then he just dropped. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I guess I don't really need to do that, because we're Archangel. So yeah, 44 hits, he goes down, and yeah, that fight went great. So Archangel, king of life cycle, man. I cannot wait to use this guy in the Legends run for 6.4. I don't think he'll be like he's definitely not going to be on every team, but I'm sure he's going to have some uses on some paths, and it'll definitely shave some time off the run, and I'm sure he'll just have his utility here and there. So yeah, really excited for 6.4. I know I'll find some uses for Archangel in there, or just in the future, in future content. Archangel will always be relevant. Under the right circumstances, he's just an absolute monster. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Drop a thumbs up if you're excited to see some Archangel in 6.4. Subscribe if you want to see that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.